wonder how long it's going to take us to learn that we can't heal the earth without healing our relationship to food.
This, bro, this right here. Not only are you what you eat, but you just see everything differently then. You know, I had to relearn these things, right? And you just start with your immediate resources, something you walk by all the time, every day, and start there. Before you know it, you're advocating for justice of all things, that you subconsciously subscribe to these ideas that don't feed you every day, these whole processes that only feed these corporations and stuff. It's like you don't fight fire with fire, you know. That's not how you heal. You just love. You love your surroundings, and you start doing that by beginning with whatever catches your eye first. You know, like it could be, you know, a pear tree that you walk by down the street, and you know you see that and you want to take care of that tree. You want to cultivate, because I don't believe in foraging really. You cultivate. There is only what you cultivate, and that's all, right? And so you take care of that tree and you feed each other, and then you know trash comes near it and you pick it up, and you get in that habit, that motion. You put your mind in motion that way, and then you see things start to light up that you've never seen before, and avenues open and pathways reconnect in your brain as you walk them down the street. You know, and then you start taking care of your body and your surroundings, and throwing away less plastics and stuff like this. It's a cascading snowball effect in that way. And that's exactly where it starts. Is, you know, not only can you think better, and you're more in tune with the stars when you eat things that are in season and such. You know, a lot of indigenous cultures, when they had a word for something, it wasn't just a noun. It wasn't just thing that you write on the paper. It also described that thing. It described it when it was in season, how it associates with fall, how it falls in the stars, how it pertains to the ceremonial and religious aspects of your life. Your life becomes a prayer in that way, and then you can only live. You know, when your life's a prayer, you don't even have to pray anymore. Nothing is circumstantial. It's all deliberate, and it's a ritual in that way. And when it comes down to your lifestyle, you're praying to the wrong things these days. You know, it's very easy to. You're not even thinking about it. It's subconscious. And when you rewire that thing in your head, and it quits rattling around, and you subconsciously make the right decisions, it's not about right and wrong. It's just about staying true to you. You know, what did your ancestors do? How do you honor them? How do you do that while putting things in place for your future generations? And that's how we remember everything we forgot, and that's how we fix. That's how we know how to fix the world. So I'll just describe simple terms how it felt to me when I started really living with intentions in this way. I got Walmart sacks out the ass from shopping. What am I going to do with them? I'll go try to at least fill one of these up with trash from my local woods. And that's how I introduced myself to these spirits. You know, I came with an offering, like, let me get this out of your way. Let me get this out of our way. You know what I mean? Before I even thought about picking anything, I was picking up trash for the other things to grow, for the right things to be there. These things were taking up space in the woods and in my spirit. So I had to clear the clutter first, right? And you're building a relationship with these spirits like that. You know, there isn't no take. Taking comes from a mindset of lack. You know, you don't take from nature because you are a part of it. As long as you're giving back, as long as you're both breathing each other's air like that, you know. And that's how I started. And when I find something that caught my eye, I look it up, and that thing might have been growing right next to a piece of trash that I remember in my mind. Like, oh, that was my favorite Doritos bag that was laying right here. But now it's something natural that's growing up there, you know? And so I study that plant and I get to know it and live with it, talk to it, eat it, breathe it, whatever. And then that thing seeds, and then I plant those other places. And so I always have that connection, you know, of where I found it and that image in my mind. And in that way we live together. There's no separation from that timeline like that. You know, it just starts growing from there as soon as you clear the clutter like that.